So ladies and gentlemen, today I will be ranking all the Serie home kits 2022-2023 from worst to best. So if you haven't already, make sure to smash the subscribe button. Let's try and get 5,000 subscribers by the start of the season. Would be absolutely amazing. I know you can do it, so share the link with your families and friends, and also don't forget to smash the like button in this video and comment in the comments where your team is placed in my list. Let's get cracking. Starting off with Empoli, it's a mediocre kit. I don't mind the many shades of blue, in fact that's the only positive note of this kit, but I think the middle sponsor computer gross is too big, and apart from that, the ice cream sponsor is atrocious. It just makes me want to slap that ice cream cartoon and never see it again. I'm giving it a 15th position. It's not too bad, but it's not great. Moving on to Inter Milan, this kit is sensational. It's a classic kit, not many sponsors. In fact, there are sponsor buddies, digital bits partners. But it's a classic kit. The colors are amazing. The duo of colors, dark blue and black, stand out so well. And if I'm not wrong, this season the two colors are even brighter, which makes everything 10 times better. Inter Milan's kit is absolutely amazing. Not the best though. I'm gonna give it 4th position. Next up we have Juventus, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big fan of this kit. Now, it seems like every year which goes by, the stripes, the black stripes of the Juventus kit slowly start fading away. This season, they went with very weird stripes, which are made of tiny little triangles. But to me, it reminds me of prison cell bars, which isn't something positive and has nothing to do with football. Throughout this kit, I can see that they try to do something unique and creative, but unfortunately for me, I think they didn't manage to do so, because I don't like how they've evolved in such a way that the stripes in a classic Juventus kit, year by year, day by day, are getting slowly and slowly more invisible. Next season, I won't be surprised if the kit is completely white. It's a new day because La Spezia are late to the party. They have presented their kit 4 days after I filmed the rest of them, which is obviously something to consider. They're late, which obviously isn't something great. Their kit is a classic but boring kit, I'd say. I like the fact that it's pure, it's white. No different colors in this kit, it's just white all the way through, but that also doesn't mean that it's quite boring to see. Also, one thing which I don't like, which you probably understood by now, is that I don't like the number of sponsors on this kit. It's too much. They've got a sponsor on the back, they've got 2 sponsors on the front, but the good thing about the sponsors is that the main sponsor is an eco-sustainable sponsor, and they made this kit 100% sustainable, which is something creative that potentially more teams can look forward to, and especially it's something which looks to the future. It's not a great kit, I've seen better. It's a boring but classic kit. Overall, I'm giving it an 18th position. Next up, we have AS Verona. I love this kit. I absolutely love this kit. And for a team like Verona, who isn't a rich team, who hasn't got rich owners, this kit is what they needed. The yellow stands out so well with their badge. Now they've got a yellow collar, they've got yellow ending of sleeves, and it stands out so well with the dark blue. I love how in the background of this kit, you have like an Italian cultural pattern. At least it reminds me of like an Italian museum. The only thing which I need to criticize about this kit is the sponsor. It's too big, and it's something to do with electricity generator. Nothing to do with the city, nothing to do with the club, nothing to do with this kit. I love this kit and I'm gonna keep it high, but the sponsor, especially which says Sin Energy, Luce and Gas, is absolutely atrocious. That is the only negative point, but for me, it's position number 3. There you go. Next up, we have a newly promoted team, Cremonese. Now, I'll be honest with you, this looks like something a Mason would wear, but still, it's a classic. They've kept this kit for centuries now. It's a classic, and they never change it. And it's the traditions of football which need to be remembered, especially for a club who's newly promoted, needs money, and you'd expect them to put millions of sponsors on their kit. They kept it simple, and they are getting a lot of rewards for that. 12th position for me, not the best, not the worst, lays in the middle. 12th position for Cremonese. Next up, it's the team who I hate the most. And I'll be unbiased here, this is a good kit. It's a classic kit, bright color, good eagle pattern in the background. It's a good kit, I'll be honest with you. It's not the best, it's not the worst, it's a classic one. They've kept it like this for 200 years now, and it's a classic. 9th position for Lazio, you know, it's a good kit, nothing to say. Next up, it's Torino. Now, first thing, the Suzuki sponsor is massive. It basically invades over 1/4 of the kit. Then, on the top of that, you've got another sponsor which doesn't link well with this core Suzuki sponsor, which is the Beretta sponsor, which is basically like a salami company in Italy. The two sponsors don't link well together. I would have preferred two sponsors which kind of link together. The only thing which saves this kit, as well as the color which is unique, is the bowl in the background, which I think is unique. It represents the club, it's the mascot, and it gives you a lot of charge to win against the opponent. So it's not too bad, it's not the best. I'm gonna give it an 11th position. Moving on to Atalanta, I'm not a big fan of this kit. One thing to say, it's been like this, untouched, for at least 100 years now. It feels like that. It's basically like this every season. Second thing is the spacing of the sponsors is ridiculous. You have a plus 500 sponsor in the middle, which God knows what that company sells, and then you've got squashed up on the top right part of your kit, which is normally where the badge is located, you've got another sponsor, and then the badge is in the middle. I'm not a big fan of middle sponsors. I think badges need to represent the heart, so they need to be shifted to the right hand side, but the spacing out of these sponsors is ridiculous. I'll be honest with you, I'll be realistic, I hate this kit. It is atrocious. I'm gonna give it 19th position. Not the worst, very, very close. 19th for Atalanta, not too sure about this. Next up we have Fiorentina. Now this is the kit that Luka Jovic will wear. Now I am really not too sure if they try to create an optical illusion to disorientate the opponents with the frames getting bigger and bigger away from the badge, which represent the shape of the badge. It's something weird is going on with that kit. It looks like an optical illusion. I'm not a big fan of that. The one thing which I will say is that it's a unique color, and that is kind of what saves this kit. And apart from that, it's not full of sponsors, which for a club that I visited the stadium in that challenge a few months ago, you expect them to have everywhere and everything on that kit. But it's not like that. It's not too bad. The color is good, but I'm really not too sure what's happening with the frames getting bigger and bigger. It looks like a screenshot of the flash is zooming in on something. I really don't know what's happening. 13th position for me. Next up is Salernitana. I love the color of this kit. It is not filled with sponsors. In fact, it doesn't have any sponsors apart from the Zeus, which is the t-shirt brand, which is a very little sponsor on top of the kit. I love the pattern in the background of this kit. I absolutely love the kit. For a club like Salernitana, who was a newly promoted team last season, you expect a lot of sponsors. It's a really, really good kit. And the fact that it hasn't got sponsors saves everything. And the color is amazing. Apart from that, the mascot, seahorse, 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 is amazing. Remember the mascot. Salernitana's mascot is very unique. Shout out to you. 10th position for me. Really good. Moving on to Bologna, I've got quite a lot of things, negative things, to say about the kit. Let's start with the positive. Blue and red stand out really well together. It's a classic kit, classic colors, nothing real big has changed. Now finally we're seeing the Kazoo sponsorship kind of landing in Italy as well. We all know that Aston Villa and Everton were the initial sponsors of Kazoo. Now Kazoo is the sponsor of Bologna as well. The only problem is that it works well in England, it doesn't work well in Italy because of the similarities with a very bad word here in the country. Second, I'm not sure about the background of the pattern which is going on. It really looks like to me a bonding chemical diagram, you know, with all the different bonds. I'm really not sure what's happening there, and I'm really not too sure why it starts from halfway down the kit. And then I hate to say it, but sponsors in the back of the t-shirts are dead, or tremendous. And that Selenella sponsorship just makes you want to grab it, throw it away, and save the kit from very deep positions. Unfortunately, a lot of negative things to say about this kit. 17th position as well. Sorry Bologna, you've done a terrible job. Udinese, Udinese, Udinese. Classic kit, I'm not too sure about the triangular spacing in the middle of the kit where the sponsor lays, but I love how the sponsorship has adapted to make it similar to that triangular space. If you can see the A's in the dacha word, they kind of resemble that triangular spacing. So I like how the sponsor has adapted to make the kit better and the link up with the sponsor better. The one thing which is negative is the sponsor again, just like Bologna, on the back of the shirt. But what makes it even worse is that it's red. How the hell can you put a red sponsor in a white and black kit? I really am not a big fan of this. It's 16th position for me. Not the best. Udinese are known for creating really good kits. And yeah, it's a typical Udinese kit this is. 16th position. Next up, it's time for our beloved Roma, Roma, Roma. Time and stop being biased. I love this kit. I love it. The orange color is something else. The color of that color stands out so well with the color of the sponsor. It stands out so well with the color of the badge, with the color of the New Balance logo. It's just amazing. The color saves it. It makes the kit look like a posh, like a fancy kit. The pattern looks like a suit. It's a really, really good kit. And I think if you compare this season's kit to last season's kit, it's a massive improvement. Oh, because of that color. Oh, it's Monza next, our friend Berlusconi's team. I'll be honest, Silvio, I expected you to do more with the amount of money you have. You look at this kit and you're like, sponsors everywhere. Every direction you look, there's a sponsor. And you know the worst thing is that every single sponsor is different to each other. We've got a shoe brand sponsor close to the collar. We've got a cell phone sponsor in the middle of this kit, which invades around half of the kit. We've got Lotto. We have got, again, an electricity generator brand. What's going on, Silvio? What? Have you like traded all of these brands? What's happening? Because this kit, 20th position for me. Terrible. Silvio, I expected more. You know, I like the red, I like the white stripe with the badge in the middle, but you look at this and you're like, there's a sponsor there, there's a sponsor there, there's a sponsor there, until you meet a fan which goes, Silvio, there's a sponsor up your ass as well. Lecce next. No sponsors. Best colors in the world. Simple kit, amazing color patterns. All I can say is, congratulations to Lecce. Second position for me. Sassuolo next. The Sassuolo kit for the season 2022-2023 is gold to my eyes. I love this kit. The colors are amazing. The green and the black stand out so well together. They're bright, they're visible, and I love the complete green gap which kind of splits the kit in half. You know, you have the top section which is black, then you've got this green space, and then the stripes continue. I love the different patterns on this kit, and all I can say is first position for me. Sassuolo are the winners of the Serie ranking kits 2022-2023. What an amazing work from the team. This kit is sensational. I have nothing else to say. Napoli for me is 6th position. I love how there are a lot of different shades of blue, dark blue, black in this kit, especially on the sleeves. It is amazing. I love the color pattern, as I said before, and especially a very clever thing which they did is that the background pattern is made up of tiny little Napoli badges. It is amazing. Really good creativity in this kit. You know, the shades, the sleeves, the logo, the everything. The only thing which I will say is the sponsor. Lette Water invades too much space on this wonderful kit. And it's red, doesn't stand out too well with the blue. But it's a good kit, 6th position for me. And especially, as I said before, it's very clever to kind of fill up your pattern with putting a lot of tiny little Napoli badges together. Amazing. Really well done to Napoli. 6th position. Second last team is Sampdoria. Normally this kit is one of my favorites, but Sampdoria have just got rid of something really big, which is called imagination. This kit has been like this, copied every season for at least 20 seasons now. You know, it's good. The color schemes, the color patterns are good, but it's just the same. And Yes, it's good, but it's like it's starting to become boring to our eyes to see this kit like this every season. No changes whatsoever. It has quite a lot of sponsors, but it's normally one of my favorite kits. It's a unique kit. It's color schemes and patterns which you don't normally find in a football club. It remains a really good kit in my opinion, but they need to change their ideas. It's been like this for 20 years now, so please change it starting from next season. 14th position for me. Last but not least, we've got the champions of Italy of last season's AC Milan. In compared to the other side, the other team of Milan, Inter Milan, this kit is not good. And out of the two, I would put Inter Milan above this. It isn't bright. Last season their kit was really bright, and brightness, it's one of the things which I look first when it comes to a kit. It isn't bright because they decided in the upper part of the kit, sleeves, just to leave it full on black, which is a dark color. You know, the pattern, the red and black colors stand out really well together, but they kind of only appear in the middle of the kit. I think the upper part of the kit, including the sleeves, is what ruins this kit. And however, one thing which I like is how the end of the sleeves represent the Italian flag, obviously remembering the league title which they won last season. Well, not one of the best, not one of the worst. I think there are way worse kits, obviously. So 7th position for AC Milan. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, make sure to smash the subscribe button. Let's try and get 5,000 subscribers by the start of the season. It would mean the world to me. So please hit that subscribe button, smash the like button in this video, turn notifications button on, and also don't forget to follow me on Instagram over here in the orange box over at Simon_ASR_ for daily Roma updates as well. Comment in the comments your first, your second and your third favorite kit of the 2022-2023 season, and stay tuned because in a couple of days my Serie predictions 2022-2023 are going to go out. Stay tuned, you do not want to miss that. Simon